Not too big with the right band. Apple Watch Ultra GPS Cellular 49mm Smartwatch Rugged Titanium Case Midnight Ocean Band. Fitness Tracker, Precision GPS Action Button, Extra Long Battery Life, Brighter Retina Display. The Apple Watch Ultra GPS is sold by Apple. Why Apple Watch Ultra rugged and capable? Built to meet the demands of endurance athletes, outdoor adventurers, and water sports enthusiasts with a specialized band for each. Up to 36 hours of battery life, larger digital crown and more accessible buttons. 100 water resistance. Extremely rugged, incredibly capable 49mm corrosion-resistant titanium case. Customizable action button for instant physical control over a variety of functions. Biggest, brightest display yet, a bright Always-in Retina display that's easy to see. More room for adding complications to customize your watch face. Precision dual-frequency GPS for accuracy, distance, route, and pace calculations. For endurance athletes, advanced metrics in the workout app including heart rate zones and running form. Trail loop band is thin, light, and flexible, designed especially for runners. Mark your location with compass waypoints. For outdoor adventurers, redesigned compass app delivers new views and functionality. Backtrack uses GPS to map where you've been so you can retrace your steps. Alpine Loop Band is extremely rugged and secure to meet the needs of hikers and climbers. For water sports enthusiasts, made for high-impact water sports and diving. The Oceanic app puts a dive computer on your wrist. Ocean Band is light and flexible, with a titanium buckle and adjustable loop for a secure fit even during high-speed water sports. The freedom of cellular is built into every model. Most advanced health and safety features. Advanced health sensors give you deep insights into your health. Hold the action button to activate a siren that can be heard up to 600 feet away. Fall detection and crash detection can automatically connect you with emergency services in the event of a hard fall or a severe car crash. Apps on your wrist with access to tens of thousands of apps on the App Store right on your wrist. Apple Watch is the perfect personal device for whatever you love to do. Get directions with maps. Stream your favorite music and podcasts. You can call and text without your iPhone, even overseas with international roaming. See below to learn more. Legal disclaimers. This is a summary of the main product features. 4.7 out of 5 stars. This product has a total of 130 reviews. Product linked in the description below. The first review is from Ed. Not too big with the right band. 4.0 out of 5 stars. I weigh about 145 pounds with a 6.5-inch wrist and have until now always worn the smaller of the Apple Watches on offer. I may not be the typical or even intended customer for the Ultra, but I am posting this review in case it helps others in my situation who might be on the fence. I am at the stage in my life where it's getting harder to read text on a small screen, so this year I decided to upgrade to a larger Apple Watch. I am not a hardcore athlete, endurance hiker, or a diver, but I do spend a fair amount of time outside with dogs and horses and enjoy skiing in the winter, and I like the additional safety layer of Always-in cellular connectivity right on my wrist. I was amazed that when I tried the Ultra and the Series 8 on my wrist side by side, the size difference was negligible. Yes, the Ultra is thicker, but there does not seem to be much difference on the wrist between a 45 and 49mm watch face. The difference in brightness and clarity of the Ultra's screen, though, is impossible to miss, at least for me. I went to try on the Apple Watch Series 8 45 in person and to take a look at the Ultra mostly for fun, assuming it would be much too big and bulky on my wrist. The key here is the band. Here are my observations after wearing an Ultra for the last 2 days. First, the size and thickness of the Ultra don't bother me at all, but the weight does take some getting used to. It didn't make sense to me anymore to have a great watch capable of providing all kinds of useful information only to struggle with the smaller screen, especially as I am frequently in situations where it is much more convenient to rely on my watch than to get my phone out. My watch came with the Alpine Loop in Starlight size M, and for the first couple of hours I was sure I was going to return the watch. I want a comfortable band that can get wet and dry easily and that I can clean off with a wipe. I also don't know how the Alpine Loop could ever be kept clean. The material does wipe easily and retains water. I decided to try on an old sport band from my son's 45 watch, and it is a game changer for me. The watch is now comfortable to wear, even with the sport band tight enough to prevent the watch from slipping around. The cellular connectivity is outstanding. I can send and receive messages and make phone calls from the watch in places where my iPhone 12 Pro can't get a strong enough signal. The extra features of the Ultra are nice to have, although not necessary for a user like me, but the gorgeous and easy-to-read screen and the larger crown and buttons that I can use with gloves while at the barn or riding make it a winner for me over the Series 8. Even the times I am aware of the Ultra on my wrist, it is in a good way. I love the way it looks, and there's something weirdly reassuring about its slightly heftier feel. If it looked silly, trust me, he would notice and say something. The only reason I am giving the Ultra 4 stars instead of 5 is the band, which I have set aside in a drawer and will very likely never use. I don't know whether it is the flat edges or the flat screen, or just the extra brightness the Ultra offers, or maybe just those extra. But I was so hooked by the screen that I decided I wanted the Ultra to work for me, despite it being considerably heavier than the Series 6 Fortum that I am used to. Yes, a few times a day, I find myself more aware of the Ultra on my wrist compared to the Series 6 that I always forgot was even there, but the trade-off for me is absolutely worth it. I wish Apple would make a sport band specifically for the Ultra, as I don't know if the regular sport band is really designed for the additional weight. I could try the Ocean band, but I am not a fan of the fussier design and don't want to part with another $99. One last comment: I originally purchased the watch from Amazon, but then Best Buy had earlier availability. That's the only reason for the return to Ultra would have been a bit too much of a good thing. This review is from 3. I really dislike the band. The weight of the watch is such that the band has to be quite tight on me or the watch moves around too much for my comfort, but the material of the band, especially at the edges, just feels rough and scratchy, and I found it much too irritating to my skin to wear the watch securely. For anyone wondering if the Ultra looks bulky and ridiculous on a smaller wrist, no one in my family has even noticed. I have one, not even my son, who is always the first to spot anything new. It's not for me, but I love it anyway. 5.0 out of 5 stars. The Ultra, though, is here to stay, and other than having to spend more to buy a 45 sport band of my own, I could not be happier with my purchase. I love the Apple Watch and currently have the 7. But those smarty pants Apple marketers. When it arrived, I used an existing band for a quick try. They knew full well this was going to appeal to a wider audience of watch fans. So after watching many videos, I decided to order one, fully expecting I would put it on and immediately put it back in the box to return. The 8 is no meaningful improvement, and when I first saw the Ultra, I had no interest, not a super athlete, and it's way too big for my thin wrist. It was like eating into my wrist, so I just took it off. The next morning, I thought one more quick try. It felt totally different and really good. I quickly fell in love with this monster. I realized that when it first arrived, the huge piece of metal was cold, and that was the problem. Those Apple people separated me from 800. Yup, I love the look, the feel, the screen, and the battery. Our first question is from Amazon customer. I received mine in 2 days from Amazon. It does depend on your choice of bands. Question from Amazon customer. Is this watch have only one color? Yes, there is only one color that I'm aware of. Only changes are the band's material, design, and color. Hi. Product linked in the description below. For more content like this, please subscribe and click the bell icon so you are notified of new uploads. We upload new videos every day. See you next time.